I swear I had a totally different video planned for this month. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alex, and I mostly post about video games, though I occasionally talk about my other interests like my art. So, if that's the kind of thing you're into, I hope you'll stick around. Now, I did have a completely different video planned for today, but as it turns out, June was a big month for gamers. So while the video I originally had planned is getting pushed back, I decided instead to spend this month yapping about all of the big reveals and games I'm looking forward to from each of them. First up, if you guys haven't noticed on this channel, I am not a big Xbox person. I won't go as far as to dunk on it by any means, but it's definitely a platform I spend significantly less time playing on. That said though, we got some really big news from the Xbox Games Showcase, and I definitely want to take some time to talk about it. Starting on the console news, I think the X25 Limited Edition Series X looks absolutely lethal. Like, you guys know I'm opposed to FOMO-based marketing, and I really do try not to hype limited edition stuff, because realistically, it's honestly really predatory to market items with this technique. But the design for this thing is so f***ing cool. I'm a genuine sucker for the retro transparent tech, and being so honest, this design makes me feel like someone at Xbox is finally hearing what people like. We miss the transparent tech. Please give us more transparent tech. It looks so cool, and I'm so sad most of the transparent stuff started phasing out around the time that I was growing up and becoming cognizant of the world around me. I also feel like bringing the aesthetics back to consoles is actually a smart move if they want to compete with PCs. I'm not someone who'll generally feed into the console wars versus PC discourse, though I obviously recognize PCs are better suited to keep up with tech advances and a more accessible platform for indie devs. There are absolutely valid reasons people enjoy console gaming though, and I wouldn't own as many consoles as I do if there weren't. But valid as the performance side of the argument may be, I do think at least part of why people started veering more towards PC dominance is because of aesthetics. Why would I choose to play my games on a boring black or white brick that I can't conveniently upgrade for performance purposes when for a price tag barely higher I could own a fully customizable RGB fish tank that can play the majority of the same games? I absolutely think that if consoles want to be able to compete with the PC market again, this is one way to do it. Make the consoles look cool again. Make them something we actually want to look at instead of making stuffing them behind the TV the obvious default choice. I am absolutely a fan of this design choice, and I hope that we see more design inspiration from previous generations of gaming coming back as we continue towards the next generation of consoles. Now, obviously, this cool shell is definitely not the only exciting news that came from the Xbox Games Showcase, so let's take a look at some of the game announcements, because, there was no shortage there. As someone who, like a lot of people, got into Persona because of Persona 5, I am very excited to see what Persona 6 offers us, and I'm glad to hear it's in development. Obviously, I think we can all agree Atlus has maybe been using Persona 4 and 5 as a bit of a money printer for a while now, so it's great to see them finally moving towards a new generation of Persona, even if we didn't get to see much of it. And, of course, while I may tease Atlus for their free money hack of constantly feeding us more Persona 4 and 5 content, Persona 4 Revival actually does look really cool, and since I didn't get to play Persona 4 during its initial era, I may actually pick this one up to give it a chance. Speaking of older titles, I am also pretty hyped that we're getting our first original Spyro game in nearly 20 years. I was a really big fan of Spyro growing up, and I think that A Realm Beyond is looking absolutely adorable, and I'm really excited to finally get a new entry into the series. Moving from Xbox to the rest of the Summer Games Fest, there was a lot announced there, but admittedly, there is actually only one title I'm interested in talking about, and that is none other than Among Us Story On Guard. Yes, I'm completely serious. I, like many people trapped inside during 2020, love Among Us. And without somebody's literal child raging out in the chat or calling random meetings to make it so you can't complete tasks, then hiding behind the, I'm a minor, you're literally arguing with a minor right now, card, I actually think we're looking at a really promising entry to the series, and I'm really excited to have a single player experience inside the silly, quirky, cringe but free world of Among Us. Alright, Summer Game Fest. That's taken care of. What's next on the list? Oh, Nintendo did something too, right? What was that again? Oh, right! Ocarina of Time remake has been confirmed to be in the works, and it looks absolutely beautiful. We don't have much news on that one right now, but I think we didn't actually need much, considering the universal reaction to those 3 notes was enough to awaken like 3 generations of gamers in an instant. Let's see, we also got an additional look at Splatoon Raiders, which releases later this month, and I am personally super stoked for it. As some of you who have been around for a minute probably know, I used to post primarily Splatoon and Animal Crossing content, so anytime Splatoon is mentioned is inherently a good day for me. Raiders is looking really great, and I can't wait to play it and give you guys my full thoughts on this title in either August or September's video. I'm hoping I can get it out in time for August, but just in case I run a little behind on that one, I do have a backup video already mostly finished, and so the latest you should hear from me about Raiders will be in September. Alright, now for the real headliner, the meat and potatoes, and honestly, the majority reason I made this video.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
Yes, weeaboos rejoice! Kingdom Hearts 4 is real, and Nintendo of all people were the ones to deliver the trailer to us on a random Tuesday morning. I am actually so over the moon about this. Kingdom Hearts is a franchise that is extremely near and dear to my heart in a way that should be considered clinically concerning. This franchise is absolutely, hands down, my favorite video game franchise of all time. It is the reason I decided to pursue art, the reason I started getting into game dev, and honestly, it is a large part of the reason I am the way that I am as a whole. I genuinely have no idea who or where I would be without this series, and I am so fucking stoked to have further confirmation that this game is coming. I am a Kingdom Hearts glazer till the day I die, and I absolutely cannot wait to share my thoughts with you when this game releases. This release is the one I am looking forward to above literally anything else, and like I said, I had a completely different video planned for this month, and then that all honestly went out the door with that Kingdom Hearts announcement. Like, I was maybe just gonna make a text post about all the other titles, but then they said Kingdom Hearts, and I said I will be back with regular videos at the first of next month. But yeah, I just really wanted to share the news and all the games that I'm excited for. I will catch you guys next month. Until next time, stay cozy.